So basically, I'm Rosalie. I'm going to be a company secretary soon. I'm at the end stage of my training. So first of all, I will say thank you to our institute, the Institute of Company Secretary of India, ICSI, for conducting this session for professional like us. It is really helpful for us to make us more upgrade to how we are going to deal with the situation in our future. So yeah, of course, it is helping a lot. And currently, we're not having just the technical session. We have some general session that is somehow going to help us professionally along with personally overall in our life. So we had a session on the topic stress management. It was taken by the faculty CA Pramod Jain. He was a very qualified person along with the Chartered Accountant course degree. He was having CA, CMA degree or MBA, LLB, and including he was having 18 degree. And obviously, he's a very good speaker. That's why I'm speaking like whatever I took from the session. So the session was on the topic stress management. So we all have must have experienced stress. Everyone कोई ना कोई तो like daily life में छोटा बड़ा stress you must have experiencing. So whenever you are having any stress, being a professional or if you are watching this video, find out what is stress exactly is for you, because stress definition is again varies from person to person. And even with yourself, when you are considering a stress at this point, after 5 years when you will have your updated version of yourself, you won't find that previous stress as stress. So it varies with the time. So find out what stress is exactly for you. Second thing, why you are calling it stress, like from where exactly it is getting generated. I mean, in short, find the source, why it being generated previously mein kaise thi and why it is happening. And second thing is what is the consequences of stress. First thing, you need to know what is stress to you. Second thing, what is stress, what is the source of the stress, where it is coming from, what exactly made you felt stress. And the third thing is consequence of stress. But there is many consequences in case of being a woman. There is many like दिख जाती है, hair fall, other things, other biological problem you'll get to know. So in male it is different. तुमको feel होगा कि yeah, something is not as per the things not happening in a good way, you're not feeling healthy inside, that laziness will come when you are in stress. So and the fourth one is remedy to stress. So it's not just in professional life, it's about your normal general life. It will applicable to your general life. When you are having a stress, first you have to identify that you are in stress. क्या होता है, this is a kind of disease that तुम खुद realize नहीं कर पाते हो, and that has been detected by all other people apart from yourself. तुमको पता नहीं चलता है. The person who are close to you, they will tell you, अरे क्या हुआ है, why you are reacting this way, you are not sounding healthy, you are not looking good in मतलब by your facial expression, in that way you are not looking healthy. So that has been detected by others. So first thing, when you are getting stress for and someone made you realize that you are getting realized by yourself, find the source. It could be external source, it could be internal source, it could be a social source in the sense, internal source something like, I wanted to do something, मेरे को कुछ प्लानिंग थे, I wanted to do something for this month, but I'm due to any reason, due to any distraction, I could not achieve it. That somehow demotivating me. Now it is causing a stress to me. This is an internal factor of causing stress. Second is external factor. So we are calling sarc to the external factor. And generally where they're coming from, these factors are the people who with whom you are dealing on a regular basis. There is two kind of people you are having life, entire life. First is good people. Second, stress causing factor people, you can call them sarc. Good people who are exactly generally your parents, obviously. And apart from that, I cannot say relative are really good to us, that's depend again. And any of your colleague, your close friend, your lovable one, whoever it is, like they're really genuine to us. They तुमको कुछ खुशी मनानी है, विल गो टू देम स्ट्रेटली. तुमको रोना आ रहा है, विल गो टू देम स्ट्रेटली, एंड आर नॉट गोइंग टू गिव एनी अनहेल्दी स्टेटमेंट. इंस्टेड दे विल गिव यू द area, the platform. I cannot say platform, like you can open up, you can express your things, you can have your inner you, whatever you are. You don't need to reframe the sentence, whatever coming inside, you just say it out in front of them, and they are not going to judge you, and they are really genuine to you. Those are healthy people, good people in your life. Second, people who are I'm calling here sarc or stress causing factor people. You must have felt from your friend circle or from your professional circle, your corporate, in your office. People like some people are very sweet talker, they are very having dual personality. तुमको कुछ और बोलते हैं, तुम किसी और के सामने कुछ और बोलते हैं, तुमको पता चलता है from there you got stress. And people like many example, I had noted it down I guess, जैसे कि selfish people, वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. Some dominating people, उनको अपना जमाना है, तो for that वो कुछ भी करते हैं, they don't care about कि सामने वाले के ऊपर क्या बीतता है. And people who are insecure about their things, वो खुद अचीव नहीं कर पाए, they are going to pull your leg at any time. लाइक अरे मैं तो ऐसा किया था फिर भी नहीं हो पाया, तू कैसे कर सकती है. सो पीपल हु आर इनकम्पिटेंट टू समथिंग, वो पहले से उनको पता है नॉट एलिजिबल, एंड दे आर रियलाइजिंग कि तुम अभी वो करने जा रहे हो, ऑब्वियसली दे विल पुल योर लीग. तो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू देम, यू हैव टू इग्नोर देम as much as you can. And if they are your professional colleague or if you are meeting with from your corporate life or work environment, just कैसे काम निकलवानी है, how you are going to complete your work with them, just focus on that. and just rest of the things ignore, simply ignore. This way you will deal with that kind of people. So those are called external source. And the third thing I had highlighted, the social source. This is what I felt realize something like something when it is happening in a whole country to in a whole area. For example, if any rape case happening or any natural calamity is happening, in that case, generally I felt it when the Nirvaya case was happened. That time I felt very disheartened. I felt very insecure. Like ऐसे भी होता है, तुम जितना भी चीज़ें ठीक कर लो वो ऐसे भी होता है. There is a chance to happen the things this way. तो वो मुझे कहीं हद तक mentally disturb किया था. Although that was for a specific period, but it affected me and it had given me some stress. So yeah, for me it was somehow a social stress. Social causing stress. तो ऐसे मैंने इसको identify किया. So it's all about how you are going to identify the source from where you are getting the stress. The internal stress, first you have to work on it. You have to work on it. There is nothing. There is no other choice, because the only person you can update yourself, you can change yourself is you. That is the easiest one. चार लोगों को बोलना, उनको change करना, better कि खुद को इन्हीं अच्छे way में change करो. And external factor that you have to deal with the life, with the experience, you will get to know about how you are going to deal with them. काम से काम मतलब रखो, ज़्यादा रिश्ता नहीं बनानी है, ज़्यादा बात नहीं करनी है, काम हो रहा है अपने काम से काम रखो, निकलो फिर उधर से, इग्नोर करो वैसे. So this is the source of stress. And third thing is consequence of stress. Stress has many consequences. It is somehow two things. I can define it by two things: by physical stress and mental stress. When you are physically stressed, it is somehow related to mental stress. And again, when you are mentally stressed, it is also affect your physical health. So it is somehow linked to each other. So this is all about the stress thing. And remedy to stress: first, find your lacuna. Where exactly the lacuna is, the stress causing factor, what exactly is. Work on it. If it is related to you, work on it. Work on it, update yourself, whatever things make you feel good and making yourself good, do it without having any hesitation. And if it is related to the external factor, जितना try करो, ignore करो. That is the only way you will keep yourself healthy. You cannot change anyone, because it is ऐसा ही है. You cannot change, वो तुम्हारा time ही waste होगा. So this way you can deal with your stress. And first thing, meditation. It really works. When you are meditating, you are living the exact moment where you are exactly, the present instant moment. And generally stress causes because we are somehow in the past or in the future, क्या होगा क्या नहीं, अरे ये सब हो गया था क्या करूँ. But when you start living the moment without thinking much about the future and बिल्कुल नहीं सोचने का about the past, then it will give you a stressful life, a stressful moment. When people who are into yoga, what they did by doing that, breathe, inhale, exhale, and by feeling the breathing, every moment of breathing, that unke mind drag themselves into the instant moment, and they started releasing the stress, releasing the past thing, releasing the future things, and they directly come and focus to the present moment where they're not having any stress. That you have to make feel to your mind. तुम presently कुछ stress नहीं हो, but same has to noticed, get noticed by your mind. Then only you will able to release your stress. So meditation is another way. And follow your habit when you are in stress. If you feel like to have food, if you feel like to sleep, if you want to have a conversation with your close lovable one, have it. But the problem is when you are in stress, you don't feel like to do anything. So in that way you have to train yourself so that you won't be like फिर से तुमको stress ना हो, और somehow कुछ extent तक stress relief हो. You have to work on it. So with the time you will get to know. So this is the overall session on the stress management. And there is many things he has explained. I just brought it out in a brief way, the overall session, what was it exactly. One more thing I will highlight it. He said the quote, in your whole life, be the Nilakantha. Who is called Nilakantha? Shivji. Yes, our god Shivji. Why he is calling Nilakantha? He hold the poison. Who or koi jo who was not held by anyone else, even not by himself, but he hold it in such a way that he took the poison, but it hold it in the throat itself. He won't allow that poison into the stomach, into the belly, because he was also well aware about the poison, that it is also going to destroy himself. So what we are learning in your regular life, whatever life you are having, be a Nilakantha. Nilakantha in the sense you are into a stress situation, you are into a complicated situation, face it. But make sure that that should not happen, destroy your inner peace, your mental health so drastically. Yeah, thoda bahut stress ho raha hai, that will be fine, but it should not happen, should not break you completely. You need to train yourself that way. So that is how he highlighted the word Nilakantha. Take the poison, take the complex situation such a way that you take it and hold it in a throat. Like you have to face it. This is your life, this is your situation, you have to face it. There is no other choice. But don't let that destroy yourself completely. If somehow you are getting affected, but with the time get back to your original position with the updated version, but don't let yourself destroy completely. be a Nilakantha, and apply it everywhere in your professional career, in your professional personal life, everywhere. And I really feel very good about it. So this is all about the session was, and there is many things I again learned, but we'll would like to stop the things here only. We'll come with the next video if I felt something to talk this way, of course, and will convey the same to my surrounding as much as I can. Yes, thank you.